Welcome back to Hot Chocolate with Phavie. This is episode 4. I am sitting here with Phavie, the amazing Phavie. And so far we've been talking about Phavie's experience with racism as a fellow traveler who is, do you want to say it or should I say it? Congolese French. And yeah. We finished off the last episode, which was an introduction into how we met in Christchurch earlier this year. And also the job that we were doing in Hastings, in the Hawke's Bay region of New Zealand, over the level 4 quarantine shutdown. What months were that? That was mostly April, right?
Yeah.
And we were, at the time, if you remember from earlier episodes, working at a Apple packhouse facility. And so basically, in summary, how we ended off the last episode was when we first started at the packhouse, things were fine. I mean, they were normal. We didn't know the people, but, you know, you're friendly with...
Yeah.
Then you started cluing into a lot of their behaviors.
Yeah.
Pretty early on, within the first week.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, people were still being very friendly with me, so I didn't notice anything was going on.
Yeah. No.
Also, I was working in the lane ahead of you, and I wasn't seeing the way that they were acting to you because my back was to you. And even if my back wasn't to you, your experience with their, I'm going to call them microaggressions,
Mm-hmm.
were so different that I don't even know if I would have noticed them, simply because I haven't ever really... There were some incidences in China, but I'm not comparing at all. I've never had to deal with what you've had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And so about a week and a half into that job, which was night shift, 10-hour shifts, we started noticing that they were not only being, that the other people in the facility, especially quality control, were not only being passive aggressive towards you, but they were also being passive aggressive towards me, to the point that they would swarm us. And I heard people making jokes about us and staring at us a lot.
A lot, always.
A lot.
Yeah.
And the timing of that was very interesting to me, because that was around the time that people started to put 2 and 2 together and realized that, oh, we knew each other before, you know. It wasn't that we just became friends with people while we started working there, that we obviously were very close friends, and that we, like, came in a package, you know. You can't have one without the other, you just, you know. And so then that's when, that was the night after you got swarmed by QC.
Yeah.
I got swarmed by QC.
Yeah.
And what were some of the first things that you noticed how they were treating you?
How?
Like, when you first started cluing into...
So the first time was the first day we start, actually.
The first day?
The first day.
What did you notice the first day?
Not for the induction, but when we really start working, like...
The first, like, official work day?
Yeah. So I remember this guy, I don't remember his name, like the boyfriend of the girl.
Yeah, I don't think I ever knew his name.
Yeah, same. So we were waiting, and I remember he asked you your name, and he asked Peter his name, And he asked when you come from, like Peter and you.
And he didn't talk to
No.
you?
Never. Ever. I was with you. But
And you've told me that before.
I told you, but,
and I literally do not even remember meeting him.
The thing is, I told you everything, but you guys, because it's not you, you were like, yeah, no, it's no.
But Peter remembers meeting him, right?
Yeah.
I don't even remember meeting the dude.
Because you don't remember the guy, but yeah.
Yeah,
Like, it's the only guy ask you, like, the first day, where you from.
Like, I literally do not remember that.
Yeah. So,
I didn't remember that a week after it happened.
So
which
I was
is probably
like,
bad.
well, okay, why not? You know, like...
Okay. So that was the first
That was the first,
first big clue.
Yeah. The first, first day.
Okay.
And every time I say hi, people never answer. I smile, no answer, like...
Yeah. Would people stare at you? I mean, I know they stared at us when we were together.
Oh, yeah.
They would look from you to me to you to me. Like,
yeah, of course they did. Of course, like...
And then it got worse.
Yeah. Yeah. When they were checking all the apple, always finding something, like, no! My apple are perfect. What you want? Like, yeah, but you need to... It's a job. I cannot do... Like, she just... No, yeah. I can't...
So...
Just...
You were in lane 1. I was in lane 2.
Yeah.
And when you told me, after that really, really terrible night with quality control, when she was coming up, not only just her, but when all 3 of them were around you, which shouldn't happen. There should not be 3.
No, of course
because
not.
the other people who were not even doing their job were getting nobody.
No, but yeah, I know.
They started paying attention to you a lot more.
A lot.
A lot more.
A lot.
Like, really, really examining. And when we got home that night, and also on break, you told me that they were taking the apples and pushing their thumb into it to make bruises just to throw it out.
Yeah.
And I believed you, obviously, because you're really attentive to detail. Like, you can't help it that the person who's supposed to be doing the first pass of inspection, you know, the lady to your left, she was not doing her job at all. So you, in the middle, before packaging, were left on a very fast-moving conveyor belt to examine hundreds and hundreds of...
I can't, honestly, it's impossible. Like, whoa, I try, but she needs to do a job also, you know, like...
It's not just your responsibility.
No.
Like, this is an assembly line, you know? She's supposed to do the first pass. You're supposed to do the secondary check.
Yeah.
And then they go into the packaging.
Exactly.
And they swarmed you that night. That's when you told me that you saw them pushing their thumb into the apples to just throw them out. And then they started telling you, oh, you're not catching all the apples.
Yeah.
And you tried to tell them, it's moving so fast, there's too many, I can't do it all by myself. Like, you needed extra help.
Yeah.
And they just didn't listen.
No.
Then, I don't know if they saw that I was pissed off or what, or if that's the night that they really noticed that you and I went to and from break together.
But the thing is, you told the girl just next to you. You told her. And I'm sure, like, she told, like, someone, you know, like...
Oh, that they were were paying more attention to you?
Yeah, you told her.
I did tell her.
Yeah, you told her. So I guess, like, she told, like, one of the supervisor.
I told the supervisor.
So that's why after they came for you. Because, like, they were like, why she's talking? Why is she opening her mouth? Like...
I told the supervisor.
That's why,
who... of course, she can't say anything that she takes me seriously, but... That's when the next day I got swarmed by the quality control, and there were 3 or 4 of them at my station at one point. And that's when I saw
they stopped liking you.
Oh, they really did. They really did. I mean, like,
you,
obviously there were a couple of them who you know, were being very rude before that, but that was the night that I saw them, on multiple occasions, push their thumb into the apple just to throw away. Just to put it on the trash belt.
Especially the short lady, the Indian Maori, I don't know, Indian Samoa, like.
And so, because we have about 5 minutes left for recording, when did you come across her and her boyfriend and what he told Peter? Peter was our roommate at the time, a German guy.
Yeah, so Peter, like, he really likes him because he was like, oh, he's really nice with me. Oh, he's so cool, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, never mind, but yeah. And I remember, like, once, like, when the day we didn't go, you know, like, we just, like, it's our day off, we stay home, like,
But Peter went.
Even Peter stayed this day. You remember there is one day, like...
Oh, the Friday that we took off.
Yeah, and Peter stayed also. Yeah, we took off, but we never went back, actually, I think.
Yeah, we never went back.
Yeah. And, like, when we went to, like, Domino.
Yeah.
And we saw them, like, we saw the couple, like...
But I was at home, so it was just you and Peter.
Yeah. And then I was waiting for my pizza, and Peter was talking with the guy.
Yeah.
And the guy told Peter, like, here we don't like black people. When we saw, like, black people, like, in the street, we scare him. We say, hey, here, it's our place, and you need to be careful, like. And Peter told me, I told you. Yeah, I didn't know, like, I couldn't believe you. But, he told me he was racist. I was like, yeah, he is. Like, and why when I say they are racist, like, no one believe me? Like, why? Because I can feel it when someone is racist, you know, you can feel it. But,
that just shows you, like, the amazing difference between how you were treated in the exact same section of the pack house that I was working, literally this far. What is this? 2 meters, 3 feet, 4 feet, from each other. How different your experience was, than my experience as a blonde white person, and it just shocked us because it's not like it was an all white pack house. No. And
that's a problem. That's the thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, like, really? Gosh.
And I mean, I guess, like, you know, I knew that racism existed, obviously, with every race on Earth.
Yeah.
But so often it's mistaken just to be, like, a black versus white thing.
But no, not this time. That was, like,
because
Maori Samoa.
Yeah, because Peter and I were 2 of, like, 5 white people who worked in the entire pack house of a couple hundred people. It's just crazy. So,
and I was shocked, like, when you say, like, his last day, everybody just came, like, wanted to take a picture with him, like he was, like, a celebrity, like, what the fuck?
When he came home that day and said everybody swarmed him for selfies.
I was like, really?
Because
it's like they never saw a white person in their life. Like, you need to travel a bit, just go out. I don't know, like, oh my gosh.
That was strange.
Yeah.
That was very strange. So, how that time of our quarantine ended was Phavie and I took a Friday off. Then
I took one day off before you because I was.
Oh yeah, you took Thursday off. Yeah. And then we took Friday off.
Yeah.
Saturday was off, and I think I went back. I think I went back one day on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I never went back, and you never went back after that. And you know what? Like, we didn't feel bad about it. At all.
Because every time I was going to work, I was so stressed. I was like, what's gonna happen today? What's gonna happen today? I was so stressed, like,
being around
and I remember the first day I stayed home, I was like, I feel so good staying home, honestly. Like, no stress, like, whoa. Yeah.
I mean, also the mental stress of knowing that someone who means so much to me was going through that was wearing me down, and so we just didn't go back.
Yeah.
So that's the end of this episode. We will continue this discussion in the next episode. Don't forget to follow everywhere at Videmusart, VIDEMUSART.